Hello and welcome to Reykjavík Grapevines Newscast. My name is Valur Grettisson. I'm an editor-in-chief at Reykjavík Grapevine. We're at this glorious day. It's Sunday today. You're probably watching this on Monday. But we're in front of number 5, the volcano, the fire Geysir. It's absolutely beautiful. It's very powerful and just odd, but it's really, really fun to watch it. The biggest news right now is that number 5 here literally just unexpectedly just stopped erupting on last Friday. We thought and we were afraid of that this was just over. The whole day nothing happened, and scientists were in the news saying like, well, it's a little bit too soon to say anything about it. But after a day without a work, I guess, like it literally just took one day off, because at the end of the day, like at around midnight, it erupted again, and very graciously, and it hasn't stopped since. So at the same time, there were some concerns or like hopes, I guess, that number 1 there, Bob, which is just like tiny now in comparison with the other one, they thought it has started again. But it doesn't seem like that happened, but there was a helicopter pilot that saw lava around it or coming from it, but it's very likely that it's actually coming from number 5. Yeah, and also, why is the number 5 shooting out such a huge fountain of lava right now? The reason is actually gas. Scientists believe that it's connected to changes in the upper level of the magma down under the mountain. The fountain shoots up when the gas is separated from the magma itself. I don't know how this works actually, but meaning that it ignites something we call in Icelandic kvellsuða. It's an odd word. I was trying to find some good translation for it, but I just couldn't find anything for it. But except like it's like a sudden explosive or something like that. And also it's on like a very shallow depth. And interestingly enough, the magma itself is very steady and hasn't changed much. And also, there are some news about the lava here. It has a name now. The new name for this was suggested to the town council of Grindavík. It's a small town just close by here. And the name that they accepted is Fagradalshraun. It's the same as the mountain here. You can see all the smoke here. I'll get to that also. But the mountain here is called Fagradalsfjall, or the Beautiful Valley Mountain. So this is now the Beautiful Valley Lava. Not perhaps the freshest name in the town. Art was actually telling me that this was horribly boring and way too earthbound. But I mean, this is how we deal with the lava. So the names is always like this. So it's pretty much what it is. So the new name here is Fagradalshraun. And if you want to know how how we say it, I'll probably just I'll explain that later. The roads here are much better than they used to be. The search and rescue teams, as well as the town of Grindavík, are actually making these roads much better. Also, there are just a lot of people just trampling everything down here, meaning that we're getting like more comfortable roads. But they are still a little bit dangerous. Like not every part here are as comfortable as for example the first part. We saw the search and rescue team saving a person that fell down in one of the hills. So it's still vital that everybody be safe, and what matters the most here is basically shoes. Like these stiff hiking shoes. They are kind of essential still, but it's changing though, and the road is very comfortable now. For example, like for how it was in the beginning. it was like very uncomfortable, except for just good hikers. So we're hoping that this will be like very easy in the end. And for example, on Friday there were 1,200 people that visited the mountain, and nobody got hurt or sprained an ankle or anything. So I think the only reason is better roads. So this is getting better, and also like there are a lot of tourists actually coming to Iceland, much more than we expected. There were, for example, 9,000 people who came in one day. That's more than our like COVID team was expected, and they also have to do their tests and everything. So it could be a little bit slow in the airport these days when it's a lot of people. But I mean, it is what it is, right? The lava here, actually, if you want to buy it, it's for sale. If you want to buy a volcano, this volcano is literally for sale. There are dozens of people that own this land here, and they only own per portion of it. Like each and every one has like 10 or 5% or something like that, and they just want to sell this land because it's a hassle, and they don't really know what to do with it. Many of them they inherited this land here, and it was absolutely useless before the volcano. And they say I mean, perhaps if this volcano will go off for centuries, I mean, this could be quite a cash cow. So they are hoping that they will get like a couple of $100 million for it. Nobody has actually said how much they want for it, but they say it's more than 100 million and less than 500 million Icelandic krona, of course. Not sure, it's like $2 million, for example, 2 or 3 millions. Also, the Prime Minister actually said in an interview, asked about this, that she said like, yeah, I mean, they can do whatever they want to, but there is no way that anyone will be allowed to like, what do you call it, like charge for admission here or anything like that. Nobody's going to have to pay for seeing this. It's very strong culture in Iceland that like hikers and Icelanders can enjoy their own nature, whoever owns it. So everything like that is very controversial. And now to another thing. This spectacle here, I don't know if you can see this clearly enough. Art perhaps tried to show you this. Is absolutely like haunting as well as beautiful. This, of course, is like moss, like brush fire, basically. And the brush fire, as you can see, is basically the moss is burning here and the grass, of course. And the reason is because of, I think this is called Tethra. It's like it comes from the mountain. Every time it actually erupts, then like it shoots this up. This thing here, it cools down in the air, and last time I was here, we literally got this in our hand. But the thing is, it's incredibly light, so I can actually just break it like this. It's very easy. I could like do it like this and just crush it without really hurting myself. So if I just throw it in the wind, you can see it just goes away. So it can be actually burning hot when it's coming from here. And it actually lands in the land here, like on the south side of the mountain, and it ignites this brush fire. And as you can see, it's like all in like small fires, but it's not like fire. It's more like it's burning slowly through it. There is nothing to do about it actually. I mean, it just goes by the wind, however it would go. Perhaps. Whoa! There it goes off. Look at that. It warms you up actually. You can look at it like the black ones here, you can see it here. This goes with the wind all the way to the grass and burns it up. and it can like blow quite a distance. When me and Arthur were walking back home the other day, we found this not that far away from the parking lot, and it's a beautiful stone. It's like I gave it to my girlfriend. She's actually collecting these stones, and they are like very like odd to see, and you have to be very careful with it. So. That's it for the news though. It's been a wonderful day. It's been snowing actually, which is weird, and there's a lot of wind also. We can't even use our drones because of the like high winds right now. We'll try that of course. We'll be back here probably before Wednesday, so you have more this week of volcano news. And until then, remember of course our homepage grapevine.is if you want more news. And if you think about COVID or just visiting Iceland, then go to covid.is. And also, if you like it, then like it and subscribe. Perhaps share it. Comment if you have something to say about it. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you, and see you on Wednesday.